sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. Denmark, a small Scandinavian country of just 6 million people, has quietly become one of Ukraine's most significant supporters in this brutal conflict. But exactly how much money have they sent? What kinds of military equipment have they supplied? And how does this compare with the rest of Europe? Today, we're peeling back the layers to reveal Denmark's massive, multifaceted aid to Ukraine, including the financial commitments, the military hardware, humanitarian programs, and the political story behind it all. This is a story of courage, solidarity, and strategy that most people don't know. So, grab your coffee and buckle up. This is the ultimate deep dive into Denmark's aid to Ukraine. But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share, and hit subscribe. And if you want to see more, remember to click on the playlist link below in the description. Thank you. Let's start with the numbers. Denmark's total monetary aid to Ukraine since the conflict erupted in February 2022. The figures are staggering. Military aid alone tops 7.45 billion euros. Humanitarian and civilian aid is another 853 million euros. Additional contributions through EU mechanisms and multilateral institutions push the total even higher. To put it in perspective, Denmark's GDP is around 350 billion euros. So Denmark has allocated roughly 2 to 3% of its entire economy directly towards Ukraine aid, an extraordinary commitment. Why such a large commitment? Denmark sees Ukraine not just as a distant conflict, but as a pivotal front line defending democracy and European security. This isn't charity, it's an investment in peace and stability that protects Danish interests. Denmark's contribution reflects a strategic choice to stand firm with Ukraine and prevent further escalation that could threaten NATO allies. In fact, in early 2023, Denmark created the Ukraine Fund, a dedicated financing vehicle pledging 60 billion Danish kroner, which is over 8 billion euros, through 2028 to support military, humanitarian, and reconstruction efforts. This fund ensures Denmark's aid is sustainable and long-term, evolving with the conflict. Money is one thing, but what does Denmark actually send to Ukraine? The military hardware list is incredibly diverse, ranging from small arms to state-of-the-art air defense systems. Air defense includes over 400 FIM-92 Stinger missiles, which are crucial for countering helicopters and low-flying aircraft. There are also Patriot missile systems, sophisticated long-range missile defense batteries, capable of intercepting ballistic missiles. When it comes to armored vehicles, Denmark has provided over 150 Leopard tanks, both Leopard 1 and Leopard 2 variants, which are main battle tanks that really are a game-changer on the battlefield. There are more than 100 CV-90 infantry fighting vehicles, which are highly mobile and armored vehicles for frontline troops, plus multiple Marder IFVs and M113 armored personnel carriers, providing troop transport and fire support. In terms of artillery, Denmark has sent Zuzana 2 self-propelled howitzers and Caesar 8x8 truck-mounted artillery systems, offering mobile, long-range firepower, as well as thousands of artillery rounds and precision munitions. For air support and drones, there are surveillance and attack drones to provide reconnaissance and targeting data, plus anti-drone technology to protect Ukrainian forces from enemy UAVs. Other equipment includes night vision and thermal goggles, radios and communication gear, medical supplies, and logistical support vehicles like Biber bridge layers. Importantly, Denmark has financed production of some of this equipment within Ukraine, helping to rebuild Ukraine's defense industry and speed up the delivery of weapons right where they're needed. Now you might wonder, how does Denmark's support compare to other EU and NATO countries? Denmark ranks among the top 5 EU countries for per capita aid to Ukraine, outpacing much larger countries when adjusted for population size. In terms of military aid as a percentage of defense budget, Denmark is also a leader. While the US and Germany provide the largest absolute sums, Denmark's commitment relative to its economy and population is truly impressive. A prime example of a small nation making a big impact. Denmark's contributions demonstrate how smaller countries can leverage political will, strategic partnerships, and economic strength to influence global events. To fully grasp Denmark's role, let's look at their defense and foreign aid spending. Denmark committed to NATO's 2% GDP defense spending target starting 2023. A significant portion of the increased defense budget is earmarked for Ukraine support. Denmark's foreign aid budget also channels humanitarian and reconstruction aid to Ukraine. This budgetary commitment reflects a national consensus. Supporting Ukraine is an essential part of Denmark's security and foreign policy, even if it means stretching their resources. Denmark's aid flows through several coordinated programs. The Ukraine Fund centralizes military, humanitarian, and reconstruction aid. Operation Interflex trains Ukrainian soldiers in Denmark, providing crucial skills for modern warfare. The EU's military assistance mission, supported by Denmark, offers advanced training and equipment. Humanitarian aid programs focus on displaced people, medical care, and rebuilding infrastructure. Reconstruction projects like in Mykolaiv prioritize schools, hospitals, and green energy installations. These initiatives show Denmark's holistic approach, helping Ukraine fight today and build for tomorrow. At the war's outset in early 2022, Denmark acted swiftly, sending emergency medical supplies, body armor, and basic weapons. As the conflict dragged on, Denmark's aid shifted from emergency relief to more sophisticated military systems, then to long-term reconstruction and economic support. The launch of the Ukraine Fund in 2023 signaled a strategic commitment, ensuring Denmark's aid adapts to the evolving needs of Ukraine on and off the battlefield. Alongside guns and tanks, Denmark's humanitarian aid is vital. Over €850 million have gone toward medical supplies, refugee support, food, and shelter. There's also funding to maintain essential public services in Ukraine, channeled through the World Bank and the European Union. Support for Ukrainian children's education and psychological care is a big part of this effort, and Danish NGOs are on the ground, providing trauma care and helping to rebuild homes. This dual approach, military strength and humanitarian care, reflects Denmark's values and recognition that winning the war also means healing the people. Denmark's aid to Ukraine is broadly supported across the political spectrum, seen as a moral and strategic necessity. Public opinion polls show strong Danish backing for supporting Ukraine, with many viewing it as defending democracy and European values. Internationally, Denmark is viewed as a leader in solidarity, a small country taking a principled stand and inspiring others. Funding for Ukraine aid comes mainly from national defense and foreign aid budgets, the European Union's pooled funds and coordination mechanisms, multilateral organizations like the World Bank, and private sector partnerships supporting reconstruction. This multi-source funding model ensures Denmark's aid is robust and diversified. Transparency is key to ensuring aid effectiveness. Denmark publishes regular reports on spending and deliveries. Independent audits verify proper use of funds. Collaboration with NATO and EU agencies monitors equipment deployment and humanitarian projects. This accountability builds trust, both domestically and internationally, and ensures every euro has maximum impact. Beyond numbers, let's hear from the people directly affected. Ukrainian soldiers have described how Danish tanks and Stinger missiles saved lives on the front line. Refugees share stories of aid from Danish humanitarian groups. Danish trainers explain their role in preparing Ukrainian troops. Looking forward, Denmark's commitment is set to continue well beyond the current conflict. There are plans for ongoing military support and training. Long-term reconstruction will focus on green energy, infrastructure, and economic development. Continued humanitarian aid will adapt to post-war challenges. Denmark isn't just helping Ukraine survive, they're helping build a resilient future. To wrap up, Denmark's aid to Ukraine is vast, complex, and vital. From billions of euros, tanks, and missile systems to hospitals, schools, and training programs, Denmark has shown that small countries can make a big difference. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and let me know in the comments. What surprised you most about Denmark's role in supporting Ukraine? We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture, one story at a time. See you in the next video.